Spa-Francorchamps. Welcome for the CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa. Welcome for the biggest GT race in the world. 70 cars, all from the same technical regulation, the GT3 regulation, which is totally unique. Of course, we will have 5 classes for the driver, but 70 cars that on paper are able to win this race, this prestigious race. Next year, you know it already, but next year it will be the centenary edition, because the first 24-hour race here in Spa-Francorchamps, but the track was much more longer, was held in 1924. Welcome to all of you. We are very proud to welcome you on this sunny, or almost sunny like usual here, weather and typical Belgian condition, typical Spa condition, but for sure it will make a very exciting race. We will welcome, of course, some guests here, and we will start with the CEO and founder for SRO Motorsports Group for the annual press conference for Stéphane Rattel. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Stéphane Rattel. Welcome, Stéphane.
Your Royal Highness. Hello, hello. Works? Good. Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our annual SRO press conference, and welcome to the CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa. This press conference is on Saturday, not at our usual day on Friday. For one reason is we needed one extra day to try scrambling, finally, all our calendars worldwide, especially the European ones that are becoming more and more complicated to put together. Because now our dear teams, they ask us not to clash with WEC. They also ask us not to clash with DTM, and DTM doesn't want to clash with WEC. Try to do the math, it becomes an almost impossible exercise, but we're very happy with the support, and I must thank Patricia Kiefer, who has worked tirelessly to put this calendar together in Europe, and we're very pleased to say that we've succeeded to put all of this together and to be able to present them today to you. We will start this press conference by calling our new partner. Thank you, George. George Kurtz, President and CEO and founder of CrowdStrike. George, to you.
Thank you, Stéphane. Well, I'll be brief, but I want to start out by thanking everyone, and certainly thanking you, Stéphane, and the entire SRO organization, including Greg Gill. We work with very closely in the US, been a long-time partner. And when the opportunity came up to headline the race, we jumped at the chance. This is the premier GT racing in the world, and one of the premier events to be at. So to be the headline sponsor of this is very prestigious for us, and we're very proud to be here. So I always get asked, I mean, many people know us, what CrowdStrike does, but sometimes I get asked in the paddock. I see you guys all over the race cars, like, what do you guys do? We're a leading global cybersecurity company, so our job is to stop breaches. You probably read about those things and worry about those yourselves. And we work with the largest enterprises to the smallest SMBs, not quite consumer yet, but we focus on precision, speed, and execution. And that's really, when we think about racing, that's what it's all about. In cybersecurity, it's about speed, being able to identify the adversary and stop breaches. And that's a connection to racing. There's a lot of technology in racing. There's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of precision. And as I think most in this room know, it's the small details that separate the winning teams from the average team. So that is our goal. And when we think about the opportunity and platform that this race at SRO gives us, it's worldwide reach. We're a North American company. That's where I started it. We certainly have offices 30, 40 around the world. But outside of North America, we want to be able to extend our reach, and certainly a platform like this does that. Every time I check my Google alerts, it's over the last 2 weeks, it's been all about Spa every time CrowdStrike comes up. So I even saw that they altered one of the signs in town saying CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa, so it's that way. In any event, I'm not going to, unfortunately, be able to stay for the whole event. I got to get ready for a small race over here. And if it's raining out, that's probably when I'm going to be in the car. So that's generally what happens when I get out there. But again, it's been a fantastic partnership, and I'm excited for this race and certainly for the calendar for next year. So thank you so much for the entire team, and I wish everyone a safe event, and have a great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
George Kurt is, of course, a partner, but a driver himself, as you could understood. We have another driver, and we will talk, of course, about GT4 a bit later, but as you know, we have in the support races here the GT4 European Series. No, we should say the GT4 European Series, powered by Rafa Racing Club. And we will welcome Rafael Martinez. He's there. He's already in the fireproof overall racing suit, because as you can see, we'll be racing in a few minutes in the McLaren Trophy. Welcome, Rafa, and thank you for being a new partner for the GT4 European Series.
Of course, thank you. First of all, thank you everyone for being here and excited about the partnership with the SRO again. And as George mentioned, just the reach and the prestige of being a partner with you guys. And as much as, as I don't know enough about racing for my original background, I knew as much as, as soon as I met Stefan and the crew and started working with everyone, that it was a really good group of people. And that's what I'm about. I'm about, family, community, and treating people right. And that's the way we felt all along. So thank you for building that same type of culture that, that I'm trying to build within our club and our racing club. I'm just up because I have a race that starts in about 35 minutes. So I wanted to be prepped up for and be able to run out of here. But as far as Rafa Racing Club, we're a community based out of Houston. We're expanding to Austin. We have plans to go to the UK and abroad and elsewhere. And what we're building is a community that is welcoming to everybody that's interested in motorsports, whether you want to learn to drive, learn to be on the sim, whether you want to just be a fan. We're creating experiences. We're creating a pathway from being a fan into being a gentleman driver and even into professional driving. So we have simulators, we have coaches, we have training. We have a facility that's under development in Houston. It's about 40,000 square feet. It's going to have 8 professional simulators, a motorsports-focused training facility with all the equipment, all the electronics, all the coaching, sim, activities around the track. We have cars that we lend out to some of our members. It's going to be sort of a country club type of membership base with access to the experiences that we provide. So we're here with about 30 people that we brought from Houston, and a couple of them from actually different countries, who are experiencing the behind the scenes, the access to the track, to the pit walks and things like that generally most people don't have. So we want to create one-of-a-kind type of experiences for people and kind of, essentially democratizing motorsports. It's such a difficult sport to get into, but we're creating content, we're creating films, we're capturing all kinds of experiences and moments that people can at least enjoy and feel like they were there versus just watching it on TV. So that's one of the things that we're looking to do, and hopefully we will have, multiple locations around the world that we can then be able to provide, I would call it reciprocity around the different facilities. So if you're in the UK and you want to come to LA and get on a racetrack around there, then we would have a location there that you can coordinate transport cars, rental cars, coaching, training, all that good stuff. So really excited about the future here. We're going to be coming out. I hope to be racing in the series next year. But I got to run to the McLaren Trophy race that starts here in about 30 minutes. So again, thank you all, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Rafael.
Thank you, Rafa. Thank you very much. So one of the very important factors in the future of motorsport, we all know about it, is sustainability. It's something we have fully embraced, and we laid down 2 years ago an important development plans. These development plans included a number of actions that we put on already now and that we will continue to develop in the future. One of them is all our uniforms. We have a lot of people wearing SRO uniform around the planet, and when we have new partners, and we are very fortunate, you have new partners coming, then you need to change all the uniforms, so therefore we're starting recycling them. We have also introduced this year, tire warmer is a big issue in Europe. All the team want to keep their tire warmers, and it's not very environmentally friendly to burn diesel. So we have introduced 100% renewable HVO, what is called HVO, that we applied this year already in our championship in Europe. Also, we have charging a carbon tax to all our teams, all the entries around the world, and that represents quite an important amount of money that we have entirely reinvested, plus an investment from SRO on top, in 8 major environmental projects, which goes from carbon capture to planting trees. And we have planted this year 3,400 trees in 11 countries. and we are proud that we have offsetted 83% of the championship emissions. Championship emissions doesn't mean we don't include the public. We include the teams, the logistic, and the cars going around the track, all the travel of the teams, of the drivers, all the trucks around and transport around the world. Why we don't offset the spectators? Because we think whatever sport you do, whatever it's tennis, whatever it's cycling, you're going to have spectators. And our ambition is to offset 100% next year, and we're working towards it. But what effort we do is not visible enough, because what people see, they don't want you to burn fossil fuel. So therefore, we worked with our partner, Total Energy, which is our oldest partnership. We've been with Total Energy for more than 25 years. And we are proud to announce that from next year, in our European and Asian series to start with, we will use 100% biofuel, 100% renewable, not one drop of fossil fuel in the GT3 class of our European and Asian series. And for that, to talk about it, I would like to invite Nicolas Fumex, Total Energy Additive and Fuel Solution Vice President. Nicolas.
Thank you, Stéphane. Glad to be here. There's a large crowd for that. I'm very happy from the announcement that we make today. It's, as you know, Total Energy is deeply engaged in the energy transition. Among the majors, we are very happy to be recognized as the most engaged through that very, very deep change for our industry. One of our main aims is to support all our partners through their own transition. Motorsport is obviously deeply affected by this transition, and we are very happy to build on this very long partnership, 25 years, that's very, very long. Very happy to extend that for another 4 years. We are very happy also to support SRO, but also to recognize in their program what we are trying to do at our own, within our own company. So thank you for that. I wish everyone a very, very nice race, very nice Belgium weather, which should help for the spectacle. So yeah, have a very nice weekend to you all.
Thank you. After sustainability, let's go into action. We have divided this presentation into our global activities. Then we will look at the American, the Asian, and we end up with the European. On our global activity, GTX, which is the next step in our sustainability policy. It's a very, very, very important project for SRO. We have been working on it for more than 2 years. We have John Maria Dolci, who's 100% dedicated with it, with the help of Bernard Niclot on the technical side. We are now around the table talking to 7 manufacturers. We have a plan. We're building a technical regulation, and our project now is well defined. We want to start at the fall of 2025 with reviving the legendary Targa Florio with electric cars and embark into a full program in 2026 that will include Asia, America, Europe, and the Targa Florio. And we really believe that this is a very, very important step in the future of our company. Our global activities, we will start with our most global championship, which is the Intercontinental GT Challenge. The Intercontinental GT Challenge has really been powered by Pirelli, has really been the victim of COVID. When COVID struck in February 2020, we had a legendary calendar with 5 legendary tracks on the 5 continents, and we had 9 manufacturers entered. Unfortunately, we couldn't travel. We had Omicron falling on us in Kyalami. Suzuka stopped the 1,000 kilometers and hasn't restarted it yet. So we needed to do something, because we came down to only to a calendar which is not attractive as it used to be. And we came down to only 3 manufacturers. So the solution was clear. Either we were dropping the Intercontinental GT Challenge, or we were doing something new, something strong, something that we believe will attract the manufacturer and will help us pushing it to new heights. It's easy to understand. The Intercontinental GT is about the biggest GT races in the world where a GT3 can win overall. You can all think of another event which is major for GT3 racing, and I'm pleased to welcome Mr. Walter Hornung of the Total Energy 24 hours of the Nürburgring. Walter.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Yeah, you know, Nürburgring is one of the big three next to Le Mans and Spa-Francorchamps. 24-hour race at Nürburgring, and now today we can announce that we next year have an event of the Intercontinental GT Challenge together with SRO, where the cooperation finalized the last couple of days. We are very happy about this, and thank you, Stefan, for this. And we hope you all come next year to the Nürburgring and race with us. Yeah, two more. Also, we have made an agreement with the SPA that we have for the spectators a cooperating ticket, and we get 15% off for the spectators who enter Nürburgring and Spa. And also, we have this year. First time we have GT2 cars inside our 24-hour race. The 24-hour race in Nürburgring is between 130 and 150 cars, a multi-class race, and this year we have 235,000 spectators, and maybe we have some more next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry? Yeah, please. Thank you. Therefore, the 2024 Intercontinental GT Challenge calendar will start with the Bathurst 12 hours. We'll continue with the Total Energy 24 hours of the Nürburgring, then the CrowdStrike 24 hours of Spa, and we'll finish with the Indianapolis 8 hours presented by AWS. We will discuss with the manufacturers one by one to see if they have an interest in a fifth event, and we will decide then accordingly if we add a fifth event in the calendar. But you will agree, work remains to be done in Indianapolis, but we believe that GT racing deserves an event in America where GT3 can win overall. So we continue to push, but definitely on the first three one, they're fully established, they have their crowd, and I think this is really a very exciting calendar for the future of the IGTC. Next global activity, that's one of our dearest projects. I absolutely love the motorsport games. For the one of you who were at the Paul Ricard, it was fantastic. You know, we started in Rome, we had 6 categories and 48 nations. In Marseille, we went up to 16 categories and 72 nations. And at Valencia, we're aiming, we have already guaranteed 26, and I hope we'll go to 28, maybe 29 different categories. We want to reach between 80 and 90 different nationalities. We hope to reach between 800 and 1,000 drivers. It will be an absolutely amazing event that will take place on the 23rd to 27th of October of next year, and really put it on your agenda. You cannot miss the FIA Motorsport Games. This is gonna something which is growing and will become absolutely huge in the world of motorsport. Next global project, our GT1 Sports Club. You've seen a small expo of them, but we're getting more and more of these extraordinary cars. We call them GT1 because I always say, you know, people tell me, the GT3s are the new GT1. No, I follow the normal way of presentation of GTs, and the GT1 are these. We can't call them hypercars anymore because Le Mans are the hypercars, but call them ultra cars or call them simply GT1s. And we're very pleased. The Curbstone has been working on it very well. And at the Nürburgring, we'll have 17 of them. And at Barcelona, we have 21 of them registered. Imagine over 20 of these cars together on the track. What a spectacle and what a sound it's going to be. Our American calendars now. So we're starting, that was in Texas, for the one that don't know the flag. We will be starting with our winter's test in February. Then we'll go to Sonoma, to New Orleans, to the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, to Virginia, to Nashville Street Circuit with IndyCar, with only our GT America, which is our sprint series. Then Road America. Then we have a last event. We have a couple of choices to be announced, and I trust Greg Gill, President and CEO of SRO America, to finalize that rapidly. And then we will finish with the Indianapolis 8 hours powered by AWS, which is at the same time like Spa, an event of Fanatec GT World and an event of Intercontinental GT Challenge. And I'd like to, we had already a bit of American accent today, and you see the impact we're having and the return we're having from America. And I'm very pleased to welcome CJ Moses, Chief Information Security Officer of AWS, to join me on stage.
Thank you. Thank you all. For those of you that don't know what AWS is, if you use the internet, you've used us. We're the world's largest cloud provider, actually large enough to be larger than all the others put together. But we're not only the largest cloud provider, we're the most secure. And I think one of the things that we've been focused on over the last 15, 20 years is a paradigm shift in security. And that is, if you've heard the Russian proverb of, trust but verify. The reality is that in the world that we live in today, you have to verify, then trust. And a lot of the work that we've been doing with SRO, with our great partners at CrowdStrike, is making that available to our customers in an easy-to-use manner. And what better use case than to show how we can present security of the cloud at an event for our customers than to show a use case such as what we have here at SRO. So the partnership that we've had both with CrowdStrike and with Stefan and team here at SRO have given us that platform to show globally how we're able to not only provide the capability of the internet and the cloud, but also do so securely, allowing us to protect all the information from all of your teams and make sure that you maintain your competitive advantage while we do the same. So just want to thank Stefan and the team for allowing us the opportunity to be part of this wonderful family that we have here and to continue forward for many years to come. Thank you. Thanks, appreciate it, absolutely.
Thank you, thank you. After America comes Asia. Asia, we're very proud of our achievement in Asia, and I want to thank Benjamin Franasovici and his team. The last 2 weeks ago in Fuji, we had 40 cars, including 36 GT3, for what has become, I think, the largest truly Pan-Asian championship, with Chinese against Japanese, against Singaporean, against Thai, against Korean, against every nationality throughout Asia. And the calendar is not entirely finalized, but we know we don't disclose the exact date, but we will start with Sepang in April, then Buriram in May, then we'll go to Fuji in June, Suzuka in July, Okayama in August, and we will return to China in October for a full, truly Asian calendar. And also, what's very important for us, we're delighted because it's really one of my favorite GT races in the world. It's the FIA GT World Cup in Macau, which has stopped for 3 years, and we're very pleased to return this year. And finally, that will be on the 18th, 19th November, and we're very, very pleased finally to have some visibility, because with Macau somehow it was always a bit last minute, always confirming to the teams and the manufacturers in July. Now we're set, we go, we want to grow the grid, and it deserves. It's an amazing event. It's an amazing city, and we're very pleased to be working on that with the FIA, and we hope to see many of the manufacturers and many of the teams joining us there. Also very important for us in Asia, it's not a new because it has been presented at Le Mans, but we're very pleased with our partnership with the SRO in the joint promotion of the Asian Le Mans. It's a very important program for us. We really believe that beside what we have to do with GT, Asia has a potential to develop a very, very important championship, and that's the one we want to create jointly with SRO, and we're very serious about it. Our European calendars now, we will start with the British GT that will start at Oulton Park, Silverstone, Donington, at the request of the British team that all love the weather at Spa and absolutely wanted to come back here. So we will come back here with what we name the Speed Week, which is, we are here, and it's very hard for the SRO team because they all are here for like 12 days on 2 consecutive weekends for the Speed Week. Then Snetterton, Brands Hatch, and we'll return to Donington for the final. British GT is ultra successful. It's completely at capacity, and we wish it to continue like this for many more years. The French GT Championship, also extremely successful. We have 1 event which remains to be announced. We're working on it, but it will be a very nice return to a circuit with very much an event we believe is very important in France. But we'll start at Nogaro. Then also the French team wanted to come back to Spa, so they will be at the Speed Week. Then Manicourt, Dijon, and Paul Ricard. And also this very important event we're doing, we have taken over the Sei Ore di Roma, which will be the only GT4 endurance races that we will organize at the end of each year near home, near Rome. Now, of course, we have to say a word about Fanatec. Thomas Jacquemeyer can't be with us this weekend because he's doing some medieval tournament in his hometown of Landshut in Germany. But Fanatec has been a fantastic partner for us. They have introduced us to the world of sim racing. They have brought us a new followers, a younger audience, which is full in sim racing. And now, with the support of our partners, including Mobileye, we're running 5 different esports series, both online and on site. Last year we had the Pro series with the drivers of the championship doing sim racing. And tonight we have the Pro Sim Racer coming from many places around the world. Some are coming even from Singapore to be here this weekend doing the online sim race. And that's very important. And we really very much welcome our partnership with Fanatec. So you're waiting for it, the calendar for 2024. We will start at Paul Ricard with first the prologue, followed by the Endurance Cup. You will see that this calendar has been modified from the original, usual, I would say, shape because of a number of factors. As I told you, the wish not to clash with WEC, the wish to arrange it with DTM, of course not to clash with neither the test race, the qualifying race, sorry, and the main race of the 24 hours Nürburgring. And also Monza is being rebuilt for the first half of the season. So it's jungled around. It's not looking like it used to do, but I'm sure you will enjoy this calendar. So we will start at Paul Ricard on the 6-7 April with GT, GT4, and GT2. Then we will go to our traditional venue in Brands Hatch with the sprint part of it. Then we will continue in Misano, equally with sprint. Then we will go to our big Spa event. It will be the centenary. There will be the Speed Week. So during these 10 days, you will have about every SRO European Series racing with British, with French, with GT2, with touring cars, and of course, with the Fanatec GT World Challenge, forward by AWS. Then we will go to Hockenheim in July with the Sprint Cup. Then we will go to the Nürburgring with the Endurance Cup, same date as this year, at the end of July. Then we will go to Manicourt with the Sprint Cup. Then we will continue. We will have Monza at an unusual date at the end of the season. Then we will go to Barcelona for the last round of the Sprint Cup. And then we have a last event, which is a very welcome addition to our calendar. Fanatec GT World Challenge, powered by AWS, globally is on 4 continents, on 29 different places of the world, in America, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia. There is one place of the world which is growing in motorsport very rapidly, where we didn't have a race, and we wanted the race. We waited, we wanted the right partner, we wanted the right place to do it, and I'm very happy to announce that our Endurance Series will end next year in Jeddah on the 22nd, 23rd of November, and I would like to invite His Royal Highness, Prince Khalid bin Sultan Al Faisal, to join me on stage to tell you about this event.
Thank you, Stefan. Good morning, gentlemen. We're very pleased and honored to announce our new partnership with the SRO. We are big fans in Saudi Arabia of motorsports. I'm sure that you've seen the Formula One race and the Formula E and the rallies, Dakar. And also we are big fans of GT races. I personally raced in the GT championships, not in one of yours. Prince Abdulaziz, who is the Minister of Sport, he raced in many years in a couple of races. And we would love to host you in Saudi Arabia and to offer you a new experience in one of the latest street circuits. So I'm sure that you've watched the Formula One races, and it's a very exciting and fast circuit. So I'm sure that your teams and the drivers will enjoy this new challenge and this new circuit. Saudi is a very welcoming country. We've done a lot of changes. We've opened up the country for tourism. So coming to Saudi Arabia will be a great journey for you. I just want you to know that the circuit is very close to the sea, and I ask you to bring your swimming suits. So the weather is not going to be like this. It's going to be sunny and warm. So we wish you a very good time, and hopefully, inshallah, next year in Saudi. And I hope it's going to be a new chapter for GT races. And hopefully we can have in the future Saudi teams and drivers from boys and girls that will build up their talent in Saudi, and hopefully by bringing the best GT series to the kingdom will give them hope and inspire them to be one day, to reach levels that myself or Prince Abdulaziz didn't reach. Hopefully we can see them competing globally in different type of motorsports, and hopefully the mechanics and your teams can inspire them to be pioneers in the future. And I'm sure Saudi Arabia can offer a lot if you see the partnerships between the Saudi companies with championships. So there's a lot of things that Saudi can offer to the sports, and this is just a beginning for the GT races in Saudi. And also hopefully in the near future there will be another announcement about where the future of this race will be and what other exciting events that we can also host. So thank you very much, and we are looking forward to see you all and welcome you all in Saudi Arabia. And I wish you all the best in today's and tomorrow's race, and please enjoy it and have a good time. Thank you very much.
I really also want to thank Martin Whitaker, who is the CEO of the Saudi Motorsport Company, will work with us on putting this event together. Of course, it's always been our commitment that if we race outside of Europe, it shouldn't cost a penny more to the teams, and the team will receive an absolutely unprecedented support to go to Saudi. We are working on, like they did for Paris-Dakar, roll-on, roll-off boats, which mean that no planes, because it's not environmentally friendly. We will put all the team trucks in roll-on, roll-off boats, and 12 days later, you arrive in Jeddah, you are in the paddock, you go back at the end of the race, back on the boat, back to Europe. We will support all the flights, we will support the team financially, and it will be for all of you. We will raise the prize fund, and for all the team, it will be a fantastic way to end the season in a place slightly more sunny than Spa-Francorchamps. And it's really part of a long-term project, which is even more ambitious, and I'm sure you will love the next announcement. So we can summarize our calendar, which is, I believe, exciting, which is well-balanced. There is only, and maybe we must apologize for them, there is one back-to-back. We know teams don't like back-to-back because Hockenheim will be just before Nürburgring, but on team logistic, it's quite easy, and I'm sure you'll be able to manage it. GT4 will be, as always, completely integrated to the Fanatec GT World series and package. And also, we will introduce for next year what we've done a bit in GT3. We want to count points because we have all these manufacturers in GT4, and we want to do this kind of global challenge where manufacturers in GT4s can score points around in their various championship around the world. And GT2, you know how important GT2 is for us. We see with some, I'm not going to say concern, but we've been saying for some time that GT3, the price is rising. The cars are becoming more expensive, and all the latest cars that have been presented are quite more sophisticated and are quite more expensive. Of course, we're not stepping out of GT3, which is our child. We want to continue promoting it, but we believe that a fast, impressive, cost-effective category like GT2 can grow and will grow rapidly. We are very pleased already to have Audi, to have Porsche, to have KTM, to have Mercedes, and now, but all these cars, not the KTM, but existed in GT3 already, and for Maserati to have chosen the GT2 category for their new car. The car is here in the paddock. It's absolutely beautiful. It is well priced. It will be a fantastic addition to GT2, which, to grow, we will put together with Fanatec GT World Challenge powered by AWS, because that platform has grew GT4 to 60 cars, has contributed, I believe, to grow the Lamborghini Super Trofeo to 50 cars. It's kind of, you know, it's a right environment, and we believe that it will help the growth of GT2 as well. And I'd like to invite our last guest for today, Johannes Groh, which is the competition manager for Maserati Corse, to say a few words about this new beautiful car.
Nice to see you all again. Thank you, Stefan. I think, first of all, I think you and your team deserve a great congratulations for everything you've done so far. So I think a round of applause for Stefan is due. He embodies racing, and I think we're very proud to be back to GT2 racing, to GT racing. Last year, this was actually my first experience with Maserati in racing. And last year, we only had an image of the GT2 car. So 12 months later, to be here again with all of you and to actually see the car live in our stage is actually a very emotional experience for all of us. You must all know that next year we celebrate 110 years of history, and that we're born on track. This is where we belong. To be here at Spa is an extremely emotional and memorable moment for all of us. And this is a collective experience between our very top engineers, our extremely talented design team, and last but not least, our very own Andrea Bertolini, who has won many championships with MC12. He's helping us develop this car
It's an absolute rocket, we think, and we're very proud to see it here with this magnetic blue, with our very proud Italian heritage and our Italian flag. And I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here today with all of you. So thank you very much, Stefan. It's a pleasure to be here and to see you all again. And we can't wait for the end of the season where we're actually going to have our GT2 racing and our full season next year. So very exciting times ahead. And we're obviously all cheering for Maserati. Thanks, Stefan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As you can see, the GT Racing Planet is spinning at full speed. We are more enthusiastic than ever for the present, for the immediate future, and for the long-term future. Thanks to all of you, because manufacturers, team, drivers, promoters, nothing would be possible without you. And thank you for my amazing SRO team, which is working tirelessly on all 4 continents. Sorry I didn't speak about Australia, because the calendar is not finalized and we have a couple of things to resolve there, but we're full on it. And I wish you all a fantastic event. It will be disputed as always. We have no idea who's going to win this race. This is GT Racing. Enjoy it. Thank you.